Yeah! Get up!
We are out here finishing up a lovely Sunday morning ride with Miss Moto Carry and Mr. Surf Flesh Wound. But it is just a gorgeous area out here, just on the outskirts of Sacramento County, and we're just enjoying the views. We're enjoying the ride. Now it's a little bit trafficy here in this area, and we are wrapping this ride up, coming towards the end of it. But I just wanted to turn the camera on, as there's not a lot of life left in this, I know for sure, in this rear-facing session camera. Well, let's get out of the way of that one. But I wanted to turn the camera on and talk to you briefly on a subject. And that subject is social media. Now, you might think social media, and you might immediately think, oh, I hate social media. Don't care, don't want to get involved. But if you're here on YouTube watching this video, you are part of social media. The comment section of these videos can get very interactive, and you can meet people here in the comment section that you might not have met anywhere else or in any other way. So if you don't like social media and you're here on YouTube and you're commenting on videos, congratulations, you are on social media. But more specifically, I wanted to talk about events and group pages on social media, because even though there's a lot of garbage on social media, it can be a really effective place and a really good place to not only find things to do, but find people who share your same interests. Now, I want to talk specifically, because I know of this place, Facebook. And you might, again, like I said, you might think of Facebook and you might think, oh, you know, it's just a bunch of garbage. But you know, you learn really quickly with your friends. There's this magical thing called unfollow, where you can still be quote-unquote friends with your friends on Facebook, but you can also unfollow them, so you don't have to see every little thing that they post every day. But what I want to talk about specifically about Facebook are events and group pages. Now, if you go on to Facebook and you search events in your area and you search groups in your area, you can find, not only can you find like groups to ride with on Facebook, you can find lots and lots of motorcycle events happening in your area. And if motorcycles aren't necessarily something that you want to find more out about, you're happy with the group that you ride with, these events don't just cover motorcycles, they cover all kinds of different topics. Now, you got to get a little more involved in the Facebook community before it can start suggesting things to you to do and groups that you might want to join. But I would highly suggest, even if you don't post a lot, the things that you look at on Facebook and the things that you search will start giving Facebook an idea, using their algorithms and all of their research tools that they use, whatever, on Facebook, to help you find things to do and help you find groups to join. And I gotta say, before I got really involved, I was kind of the same way. I wasn't really that interested, but I started reaching out and I started finding these groups. And even though I might not be like an active participator in certain group ride groups or events, I love to find things to do on there. Now, if you're like me and you want to save money and you don't want to spend a whole bunch every time you go out to an event, there are great places and great events to find on this Facebook groups and event pages that don't cost anything sometimes, and maybe sometimes cost very little. Now, just recently I posted that we went to the Sacramento International Auto Show, and we also went to the Sacramento Reptile Show at the Sacramento Convention Center. And these are things that I never would have known about and known how low cost or how they didn't cost anything if it wasn't for these Facebook event pages. So give Facebook a chance. Now, you might just say, you know, I'm not interested in this at all. But if you're watching and you are giving this video a chance, then I know that you're willing to maybe try. If you get on there and you decide there's too much garbage, I don't really care, that's fine. But know that the internet can be a tool. The internet can be a terrible, terrible place with trolls and, you know, a lot of questionable activity. Because I know a lot of people think internet, they automatically think of the bad things that are associated with the internet. But I wouldn't be on this ride today if it wasn't for the internet. And I had found my group ride buddies, Sir Flesh Wound and Moto Carry. So there is good to be had on the internet. Give it a chance. Find those good things. Weed out the rest. Ignore the rest. And know this too, and this is a little bit of a warning if you're going to post on social media, or you already do post on social media. If you're struggling with something and you're on Facebook or Instagram, don't be afraid to post something that you're struggling with currently. You can only post so much positive content all the time before it starts getting old. And when I say it starts getting old, I love to hear from you, and I love to hear from my friends about what's going on in their lives. But if everything looks like peaches and cream and everything looks just all roses all the time, you know, when someone's struggling mentally or with struggling with maybe depression or something, it gets hard to look through all that stuff all the time. So if you're struggling, feel free to post it. Feel free to let us know that you're struggling, because, you know, as someone who's an active participator on social media, I like to post sometimes that, you know, that I'm having a hard time. You know, I'm not going to post it all the time, because that's just like when you're being positive all the time. If you're negative all the time, people like to tune you out. So I think it's important for us on social media to be real. And if things are good, let us know. And if things are bad, I think that we would like to know, because I think there can be good that comes out of social media, in that there's a support group to be had. And, you know, if you're just clicking on through your Instagram or your Facebook and you're just liking things, not making comments, that's great. But I think as an active participator, it's great to get positive feedback every once in a while from people on the comment section. So this is where I'll solicit your positive feedback for this video, for my channel, for my bike, because my bike's pretty awesome. But leave something in the comments. I don't care what it is, even if it's just, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, what's up with that one guy? Like your video. It doesn't matter. Get into that habit of leaving comments, because there is a wide community of people here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on all of these kinds of social media websites, where we can take that stigma and shrink it a little bit, because I don't think you're ever going to get rid of this the negative connotations that comment sections can have, because sometimes it's just terrible. People treat each other like garbage because people think that because it's on the internet and you're not seeing these people face to face, that they can just treat people like they never would in person. So this is just my pandering to you as a nice person and a good person, to be good, be nice to people. Don't say anything on social media that you wouldn't say to somebody's face. So that is my pandering to you today on social media. I appreciate you for watching this video. If you're watching and you got to the end of this video and you haven't already, you know what to do. Like it, subscribe, and I will catch you guys all later. This is that one guy, and I am out.